Hello, mystery friends. Come on in and get cozy. If you're new, my internet is acting up like crazy. I'm hoping we can get through this. I've done this 3 times already. Let's see if we can get through it. I'm Sarah Hualde. I'm a cozy mystery writer and a homeschooling mom, and I'm glad you're here. We're going to talk about November and my plans for the national month of all the writingness. Last year and the 4 years before that, I participated in NaNoWriMo, which is National Novel Writing Month in November, to write 50,000 words in a month. And I won all but 1 year. Last year was really hard for me, and I gave myself some grace and I slowed down and I didn't finish last year. This year, I'm doing something completely new and exciting. In fact, I'm doing 2 challenges, not just one, but 2 challenges. I am participating in Kate Cavanagh's 100,000 words in quarter 4 challenge. Yep, 100,000 words, not 50,000. And Sarah Cannon's rough draft challenge for the month of November. And I couldn't be more excited to share with you what I'm planning to do. So, if you're a reader of mine, you know that my books are not very long. They're not exactly novellas, they're not really novelettes. They're somewhere in between a novelette, a novella, and a novel. They're about 30,000 to 50,000 words. They're on internet, you can do it. Let's hope it's back now for good. Um, they're short enough that you can binge them. In fact, when I write them, I try to write them close to, like, I would imagine, um, like a not a sitcom, but like an hour-long show would be, and then you would go through it rapidly to binge it on the weekend. So I tried to make them more bingeable. So for moms like me who are might be homeschooling, might be working all week, only have a limited amount of hours during the weekend to vote to just fun for themselves. So that way they could devour a whole story in one sitting and then walk away and be ready to pick up the next one later, but not be so distracted they can't remember where they're at. If that makes any sense, that was my whole point of making them small. But because that they're so much shorter, that means I potentially can write three, three different manuscripts during these 3 months. I am so excited to give it a try. In fact, because I started in October with Kate Cavanagh, I have already completed 1 manuscript from beginning to end. 1 manuscript is sitting there waiting for reproofing and revising and edits, reproofing, proofing, and edits, and so forth. And I have started in on my second one. But what I have learned from this rapid fire into one series into another is that I haven't given my characters enough time to marinate in my brain. So I don't know them as well. So as I'm writing, I will get stuck and I'll be like, okay, Remy, what would you do next? Okay, Hazel, what would you do next? By the way, I'm looking for new names. So if you have a name of a best friend or something that you would like to see show up in a story, maybe drop it in the comments for me and let me know. I'm always looking for new names. If I use your name on purpose, I will let you know that I have used your name on purpose and what book it will be in. And there goes my internet again. Let's wait just a second to see if it comes back. Yay, it's back. Okay. So, why I think I could tackle this projects, both of these challenges, and get away with it is one is the Sarah Cannon one will take place inside the Kate Cavanagh one. I'll be able to compete with both at the same time and not have to do separate projects for each one. But more than that is the dot system that I've been using for the last 4 months, where I gauge my energy. If I am doing well and able to get some stuff done, able to think, able to use executive function, all those kind of things, then I'm green. If I'm a little bit slower, maybe feeling a little bit sick, maybe really distractible, maybe unable to focus, then I'm yellow. If that has been amplified to like the nth degree and I'm actually now physically or emotionally feeling sick, then I'm red and I need to stop before I become purple. And purple means somebody else has to take care of me. I'm like in a ball on the couch crying or I'm sick with strep throat and I need somebody to bring me my food. Those are how I gauge my energy. If you want to know any more about those, I've made 2 videos about the killer dot system in my channel. Go ahead and check them out. I'll leave them in the description for you. But I also you can look at Towards a Simple Life is the name of the channel. I always forget the name of the channel as soon as I come on here. I write it down and everything. That's part of my ADHD. But you guys know I struggle with depressive disorders, bipolar disorders, ADHD. So using these dot systems has made my life so much easier. What happens is I wake up in the morning and I gauge my energy. If I'm green, I know I can accomplish a lot more than if I'm yellow. So I load up my to-do list with things I know I need to get done, things that I know I have the energy for. If in the middle of the day I start feeling sluggish or distractible and I'm hitting a yellow, then I know I need to cut some stuff off my list and make room just to go sit and be quiet, maybe spend some time praying, maybe spend some more time in Bible study, maybe just listen to an audiobook and crochet, maybe even play a video game to get myself back to green so that way I can be more productive. But just knowing these signals from myself, learning how to gauge them and see them and actually share them with somebody else. My sister and I share these together right now on our to-do list has helped me so much. Wait, I'll show you. I've been keeping track of not just my days, but since we've been doing this for 4 months now, I've been keeping track of my months. And I will show you right now what October looked like for me because it's amazing. I've been using stickers, which makes me so happy. But let me show you my October. Every sticker stands for something different. But this is my October. Look at all those stickers. These are all goals, except for the big ghosty ones and stuff. Those are just for fun. But the little vampires are my working out days. I worked out 13 days this month. I know some of you are like, that's it, Sarah. But for me, that's amazing. That's amazing that I've been able to do that. I've written or edited 25 days this last month. That is amazing for me because I don't write on Saturdays. On Sundays. So that means I wrote almost every day this month. With all of this intact, like there's my Pilates one. When I listen to audiobooks, I've gone on 2 date nights with my husband and I've even decluttered some. This is crazy. I would never, ever have thought I'd have enough energy to tackle one of those projects, let alone all of them. Because usually I'm like, okay, I'm going to work out. And then that's my main focus on building a habit until that becomes a habit, which it never does. And then I try to pick another habit and try to focus on that. And then something derails that habit. And instead of doing that, gauging my energy has helped me that has been my habit. And so it's helped me realize what I can do and what I can't do. And it's given me grace. So like if I'm yellow, like if I'm starting to feel sick, I do know I have to slow down. So if I'm looking at this to-do list and it's crazy, massive, insane, and I have any control over it whatsoever, then I pare it down. If I know I don't have control over it, as in these are things that must get done no matter how I feel because they are musts, then I know to push through them, but to give myself time in between them or push through them and know that the next day I'm probably going to be closer to red. So I need to calm down. This has helped me so much so that last month I was able to write 40,000 words. That's almost halfway to my goal already because I was gauging these dots and this energy that I have. I really encourage you guys to give it a try. It's so much fun, especially when you use stickers. It's so much fun. I told you guys before, I started out using colored pencils to gauge the color of them, and I am just not organized enough to do that. So I just write green, yellow, yellowish, greenish. That's when I'm on the cusp of changing between colors, obviously. But it has helped me so much. And I really think it's going to help me get through this challenge in a way that I can be proud of, in a way that I can be excited for. I know it helped me this last month. I had so much going on this last month. Let me just give you a couple of the highlights. I had my dogs get in a huge fight, which I know sounds small, but one of them was hurt. And so it's been a whole mess of learning how to keep them separated and dealing with a whole new pattern of living that we didn't have to have until like a couple weeks ago. I've had 2 cars break down on me. One got repaired, the other one is still broken down. I've had my youngest get a job, and I've been helping coach them through all the paperwork and the etiquette of working and getting a job and getting all the supplies they need for doing that. I had an anniversary this month. I was in my very first ever library panel, which, by the way, if you were praying for me, went amazing. I had the best time. So thank you so much for cheering me on for that. I was busy, busy with, I mean, there was an anniversary party. I can't even go into the list of things that I was doing besides the everyday homeschooling, besides the everyday just life things. I was super busy, and yet I was able to accomplish so much more than I have ever accomplished. Feel I feel like I've never accomplished as much as I've been doing. And I believe that's with God's help and through this system of being wise with my energy, knowing that it's not just time I have, not trying to fill in time blocks and sheets and stuff, because even though that works for me, I wind up feeling guilty because this time block took longer than I anticipated, or this time block got shifted because of a phone call, and now I'm behind. Instead, I'm gauging what I have to offer. Oh, good. The internet's back. Instead, I watch my energy, see what I have to give, and then I give it. I surrender it. I use it, but I don't use what I don't have. And I don't budget for what I don't have. Just like money, you can't spend what you don't have, or you shouldn't spend what you don't have. You definitely can't afford to do that with your energy and your health. So that's been helping me huge. And I think it's going to help me through this November writing period. I know I'm gonna be on here at least one more time with another, like, a ride along productivity body doubling sprint with me. I will try to get you guys informed of that before it happens, but life is life and it gets kind of crazy here. If you've made it this far in this video, in this November update, which is what I do every single year, please make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Over 80% of you guys who watch aren't subscribed to my channel. And if you've made it this far, then we're like best friends because rarely do I make it through a whole way through a video. And you've made it through rambling and ranting and talking about dots and colors and stickers. We are best friends, buddy. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave me a comment. Let me know if you're participating in any writing events this month. Or again, let me know if you have any name suggestions for any characters of mine that might be looking for a little bit of names for somebody who's peppy, upbeat, and just a little bit clumsy. That's what I'm looking for. Anyway, I love you guys. God bless. Stay cozy, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.